Your desire to stay fit is privilege. Oh, God. Oh, please, with your flat screen TV, tell me how privileged my flat screen thing is. Oh, God. Are they going to say the obvious thing that in starving countries that just getting nutrition, this is going to, oh, my God, I'm really have to grit my teeth through this. Dear Bill, I'm writing to inform you that your journey to fitness is racist and privilege-laden. Oh, I thought it was because I was an old dad and I had a responsibility that if I was going to bring kids into the world in late in life as I did, to stick around long enough to raise them so they're not bad people. The ability to be a specific form or size is inherently determined by what you find attractive in yourself. Well, I'm not smart enough for that sentence. Let me try to slow down. The ability to be a specific form or size is inherently determined by what you find attractive in yourself. I suppose you've dated women from cold countries that require weight for survival. Well, I grew up on the East Coast and we had nor'easters. It's easy with the colonial perspective you have. Oh, God, here's all the buzzwords. The colonial perspective you have to not see this. Oh, well, thank you for squeegeeing my third eye. Oh, genius. You wouldn't last in the tundra where my grandparents grew up. They were not skinny Germans like yourself. They were strong and had pride. Oh, wait a second. So are you saying Germans aren't strong and don't have pride? Now, didn't you call me racist earlier? When you mentioned being bald as a negative feature, you were insulting the very weak genes your race has. Look at this. This is the classic. Woke liberal being reverse. Well, not everybody who's German is bald. You fucking moron. It's called having a sense of humor about yourself. Please consider this and make changes to your life accordingly. Oh my God. I mean, that is just stuck the landing for fucking pompous, impressed with yourself, liberal bullshit. Yeah, well. All right. Wow. That was a clap of thunder, wasn't it? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure that's why they survived up there, because they were fat fucks, acting like they're fucking walruses. I think dressing warmly, and not putting all that extra burden on your heart is probably a better way to survive. But evidently, yeah, I'm not a fat fuck because I can't stop eating cookies. I'm just trying to stay warm. All right, yeah, that was mind blowing. Advice. Please consider this and make changes to your life accordingly. Oh my God. I mean, just like the fucking, I am a lefty and I cannot fucking believe, maybe it always existed just under the surface. And that's what the red side was always pointing out. But, I guess the left has always been really fucking self-congratulatory. No, but the right does it too. If you ever listen to Ted Nugent, there's another tip from your old Uncle Ted. Like he has the whole fucking thing figured out. What a way to go through life. I always thought I consciously said how fucking stupid I am into this. That's how I thought I was. Maybe someday I can reach this person's level of fucking, I don't know what, wokeness. I don't even know what that was. That's just one of those things, when you run into a person like that, the best thing, you just agree with them. Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Okay. Just let them walk off feeling like they did something. Anyway, advice. By the way, can more people like that please write in? Advice. Hey, Bill, fucking love your podcast, bro. Been a fan for years through your stand-ups and movies, etc. I have an issue, Bill. I myself am black and am dating a white woman. Oh, Jesus, why would you do that? Who has an interracial child. Parentheses, not a problem. Okay, the problem is the way her kid behaves. I was just fucking with the white chick thing, by the way. Okay, the problem is the way her kid behaves. I was brought up in the whoop your kid era. That we as a society have forgotten. Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. You don't do that. The kid is 4 and seems to get away with murder, talking back, acting out, the whole nine, I really like this woman, but she seems to get upset when I mention anything about her kid's behavior, like it's normal or some shit. I wasn't brought up that way, so his behavior bothers me. Just thinking about his behavior is bothering me too. So should I stick it out and just deal with it, or should I say fuck that and move on? Thanks for listening and stay funny. Hope I hear this on your podcast, you ginger bastard. I say you say fuck it and move on. Because if I think you really had feelings for this woman, that would have come up. And you would have said, I really like this person. I love her. I'm really into her. This is just something that I'm just worried is going to be. You didn't say any of that. You're just like, yeah, I'm dating this white broad. She's got an interracial kid. Not a problem, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but as far as if you do decide to stick around, okay, you don't need to hit kids. You should never hit kids. That's not a good way to do it. You just have to remember the kid's 4 and can't reach the food. So you have all the power. All right? I'm not saying starve him either. I'm just using that as an example that you are totally controlling the environment. But if you're dealing with this woman who sounds like you're having a good time banging her, but I don't see like you're into her. But if it moves on to another level, then at the very least, the kid has to respect you. And you can do that without raising your voice. You can do that without inflicting pain. You can do it without starving them. But you just don't tolerate it. Like, when they start whining and crying, you don't even address it. Let them have that little hissy fit, flip out, and then whatever they hissy fitting and flipping out about, you still don't give them. And then just say to them, like, why would I give you whatever the hell I want an ice cream? Why would I give you ice cream after you just behave like that? Because I want it. Yeah, you're never going to get ice cream when you behave like that. And that's how it is. Now, you can go deal with that now and go flip out and throw yourself on the couch. I don't give a fuck. Okay? You're not strong enough to open the fridge, so you're not getting it until you behave the way you need to be behaving. So that's what I do if you stick around. But I mean, just the way you wrote about her, I would move on. All right, masturbating or cheating. Hey, Bill Burrington. Burlington Raincoat Factory. Burlington Coat Factory. I got it. Oh, Burlington. You did have the L in there. I couldn't see it. Hey, Billy Burlington Coat Factory. Raincoat Factory. For your love of raincoats over umbrellas. Oh, I love a raincoat. I live in Florida, and to me, a man who uses either is a little limp-wristed. Oh, yeah? You got those steel balls hanging off the back of your truck. But that is an old-school guy thing, that if you actually dress for the weather, that makes you a pussy. You always have to act like it's a nice spring day. But moving on to ask your advice. I've been with my fiance for 8 years now, and even before dating, I had become bored with regularly watching porn online, masturbation. So one day, 10 years ago, I discovered online dating sites, oh boy, and started to talk to women I met online, on the phone. Sorry. And it would eventually, what the hell is it? Led to phone sex. Ever since then, masturbating by myself is uninteresting and unfulfilling. I've continued this practice since being exclusive with my current fiance and was wondering if it's considered cheating. That's always an easy question. If you told her you were doing this, how would she react? I never used my real name and haven't updated my pics since initially signing up 10 years ago and never met any of the women offline. I use them for phone sex as long as possible, and then when they want to move things further along, I stop speaking to them. I've never cheated on any previous girlfriends in my life and was wondering your thoughts on this. Thanks in advance. P.S. I love the podcast and go fuck yourself. Yeah, talk to a therapist. Talk to a therapist. One of the problems that is developed in this age of technology is, you're addicted to phone sex. And I had like a porn addiction that I finally realized, hey, I'm fucking doing this all the time. This is how you know you're addicted to porn. If you try to jerk off with just your thoughts and you can't make it happen, you got a fucking problem that needs to be addressed. So I would talk to a professional and just say you have a problem and I would nip this in the bud. Is that how you say it? I always forget, butt or bud. Nip it in the bud and just fucking handle this shit before you get married. Because living a life like that is going to wear on you and you're going to feel like a piece of shit. So I wouldn't do that. I mean, how would you like it if she was doing that? Would you consider that not cheating? You know, of course you would. What you're doing is wrong. So I would go to a therapist and talk to them, and they will fucking help it out. And you don't need to be embarrassed. They have heard every fucking thing in the world. And what you have here is like a misdemeanor compared to what the fuck they hear every goddamn day. And they'll help you through it, and you'll be back to being a really sort of a normal person. Because this whole fucking thing, jerking off using technology, is if you really think about it, goes against the laws of nature, because it did not exist for 99% of the time that human beings have been on Earth. And I feel like we are all the lab rats of it right now. And I feel like in the future, people are going to be way more careful about what they watch, way more careful about everything, and way more like monitoring it. Where back in the day, you know, you had a bottle of scotch in the bottom fucking desk drawer. You know, Mary Tyler Moore, she'd come in, oh, Mr. Grant, she'd be all upset, and he'd fucking pour her a drink. He did that today, that'd be the end of your fucking career. So, you know,